So take a look at the notes that you took on that paragraph and answer these questions. Are your notes in your own words and sentence structures? Are they in the author's words? Did you use the author's sentence structures? And really importantly, how will you know that in 2 months when your assignment's due and you've looked at 40 different articles? How will you know whose words and ideas those were? This is the stage at which you want to start thinking about plagiarism. The moment that you take notes on a single paragraph, you want to be able to write down so that you will understand it later whose words and ideas those were and where did they come from. On your notes there, did you include any statistics? If you included statistics, what is the real source of those statistics? Let's look at that paragraph again. Notice here that the author cites where those statistics came from. Those statistics were in an investigation by a newspaper that our author of the paragraph found, written by Alexander in 2006. So when you're taking your notes, you need to mention not only that the ideas that you're writing down were ideas that you found in this article by Song Turner, you also need to note that Song Turner found that information in Alexander 2006. So on this slide, we have the original sentence from what you took notes on, and then we have a new version. My question is this plagiarism in the United States or not? If you look at the new version, you can see that actually it is the same sentence, but there is a citation provided about the author and the date. So we know that somehow this is related to Song Turner in 2008. Is this okay? So there's a citation, it's been attributed to Song Turner. Is that enough? In the United States, no, it's not enough, and this is still plagiarism. Why? Because the exact words are taken from Song Turner and there are no quotation marks. When there are no quotation marks there for that one sentence, I think that you, or whoever wrote this, that you actually wrote it, that you read something by Song Turner, you looked at her ideas, and you put them in your own words and sentence structure, and then you put her name at the end. If you are actually using her words, you need to have quotation marks. The exception to this is in some citation styles where you have a long quotation and you do what's called a block quotation, but that's a special case. Let's look at another example. So again, we have the original sentence from Song Turner and the new one. Here we have the exact same sentence as we saw above and in the last slide, but it has quotation marks around it. And then we see Song Turner and the year. So is this plagiarism or not? This is not plagiarism. We have quotation marks and an author citation, so we know whose ideas those are and we know whose words those are. Let's look at example 3. What do you think about this? The original says concerns about plagiarism are on the increase, and it mentions the global university system. The new one says worries about plagiarism have been on the increase in various areas of the international university system. Song Turner, 2008. So what do you think? Is this one plagiarism? Yes, this is plagiarism. Why? Notice we have the same structure. Concerns about plagiarism just changed to worries about plagiarism. Are on the increase changed to have been on the increase. This is much too similar. You have a lot of the exact words and you have the same structure. So even though you told us Song Turner wrote about the subject, that is not enough to provide that citation. You need to change it more than that to not be plagiarizing her work. Let's look at one final example. Notice here that the new version has the ideas of Songturner and cites Songturner 2008, but that we have a new sentence structure and it's much more original than the last example we looked at. This should be fine for your professors in the United States. This is called paraphrasing, and this is not plagiarism. So this is something you want to practice. Thank you for being here with me for this lesson on academic integrity. I hope you understand plagiarism much better now than you did before. If you look at the What's More section of our Sakai website, you can see links about plagiarism that will provide you with some practice exercises, and also the links on citation.